Hello random people on the internet, my name is Banana, and today we are here to answer a simple question, and that question is, how much do you profit from tier 4 Endermans? Enderman has definitely dropped down in value because, I mean, the null spheres went from being worth like 7.5k and above to now being worth, what, like 2k? I don't even know at this point how much they're worth. I know that they're definitely not worth anything near what they were. They're 1.76k. So I just wanted to see, am I going to profit from this? And if I am, how much am I going to get? I want to point out this Slayer is pretty tough, so a lot of people might die a little more. I die sort of often on these bosses because I'm this thing that is known as terrible at this video game. I'm absolutely terrible. I make my money by selling friend requests. I'm just no skill at all. But I am level 7, and level 7 is going to be very helpful for this because the boss drops before level 7, especially on tier 4s, are really weak because the Sinful Dice sells for dirt. You probably couldn't even get someone to buy this. The exceedingly rare Ender Artifact Upgrader is very good. It is definitely awesome, and if you get this as a drop, you're going to make a lot of money, but it's not going to be nearly as much money as something like a Judgment Core or even an Enchant Rune for that matter, because the Enchant Rune is apparently just going for a nice amount of money, and it's good to have more chances, I guess, because the Ender Artifact Upgrader is the second best thing here, but if I can go for a Judgment Core or an Enchant Rune and Ender Slayer 7, there's just so much more stuff when you are level 7 compared to just having these dumb little common talismans and a bunch of other garbage. So I'm going to just be doing 100 tier 4s. I'm going to buy Soul Flow beforehand, and I'm going to include that in my pricing at the end and sort of talk about that when it comes to profit. But I'm assuming that even if I get no drops, I should be making a good amount of profit purely off of the null spheres by themselves, because you still do get a lot of them, and this Slayer still is hard enough to where a lot of players cannot do it. So if you enjoy the video or if it helps you out at all, I would really appreciate a subscription down below. Only a small percentage of viewers actually do subscribe, and it's the best way to support my channel and let me know that you want to see more content. But without any further ado, let's just get into killing some Enderman Slayer tier 4s. Last boss. Oh. What a depressingly slow last boss. And we get nothing, of course. All I've gained from this is carpal tunnel at the age of 18. Because, oh my god, my hand cannot handle this Slayer update much longer. I swear, I look at my finger and it's constantly just vibrating at this point. But that's 50k XP done, and that means that we've done 100 bosses. So we are going to check out the loot that I got from this. I'm actually pretty surprised at how good it went. And let's just go look at that. Alright, so I organized the loot a little bit, and we're just going to look at everything that I got. Starting with some of the boring drops, you can see I got 9 Mana Steel books. I got a bunch of Twilight Arrow Poison. This is probably not fully accurate because the Twilight Arrow Poison I was using a little bit throughout it to get some damage boost, but I got about 9 stacks sitting in here. I probably ended up getting about maybe 12, 13 stacks, but I did use up a little bit of it. Got 4 transmission tuners, 2 Smarty Pants books, and 10 null atoms, but those drops are pretty boring, so let's look at some of the better ones. RNG wise, we got 2 pocket espresso machines. Each of these is about 4.5 mil on the AH, so that's going to be pretty good. And we got 2 sinful dice, we got a Cortex Rewriter from one of the Endermen that we killed, and we got 1 Summoning Eye from a boss. When we go onto the bazaar and we look at the sack that we have, you can see we have 27 million coins worth of null spheres in here. That is a very good amount of money for the amount of bosses we did, because we only spent 5 million coins on bosses throughout this entire video, and we only spent 3.4 mil worth of soul flow. So we actually made a pretty hefty profit. It is somewhere, not even counting the fact that, oh yeah, I got a judgment core in this. Wait. Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! What? I uploaded a video on that already, and I don't really want to count it in the calculations because that would just skew my profits by so much, because obviously the Judgment Core is worth so many coins. I could easily tell you, okay, do 100 tier 4s, you're going to make 1 billion coins profit, but that's just not accurate because that was a really, really lucky drop. But we made probably about 30 million coins profit, which is really nice in just doing a Slayer and breaking even or making profit, and then getting the chance at something like an exceedingly rare Ender artifact upgrader, or the amazing Judgment Core prices that are active right now. So yeah, that is the loot that we got. We definitely profited a good amount. I would have liked to see more interesting drops than just Pocket Espressos and Sinful Dice, but we'll take a Judgment Core when we can get one. I hope that you enjoyed this video on the loot from the Slayer. It shows that it's definitely still viable for profit. I don't see it not being that viable for profit, considering the fact that there is currently only, I believe, 165 level 7 players, which means that there's only 165 people who can even get a Judgment Core, let alone buy it and use it. So it's going to be profit for a bit. It's going to be nice. These tier 4s might be a little less profitable than tier 3s, just because tier 3s are going to be a lot faster and you're going to be getting more profit per hour, but you're still breaking even at least easily on these Slayers, and you're definitely making a good amount of money while getting Slayer XP and maybe, just maybe, getting one of the craziest drops in the game. So that's going to be it. Hope it helped you out or you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out.